What if everything you were taught about God was wrong? What if the problem wasn't you, but the idea of a higher power that you inherited? We're going to talk about that right now on A Spiritual Remedy. Welcome to A Spiritual Remedy, where we provide spiritual support for people in recovery. My name is Sunshine Daye, and I spent years believing that I was disposable. And the day that I found out that I wasn't, my entire recovery changed. So let's explore a power, a presence, and intelligence that lives in us and not over us. Because Bill Wilson even says that deep down within every person is the fundamental idea of God, and the great reality can be found within. So this show is for anyone in recovery, anybody rebuilding their life, and anyone who needs a higher power that actually works. That might be you. When I first came to recovery, people kept talking about this higher power, and honestly, I shut down because the only God that I was ever taught about didn't want anything to do with me. I thought I was outside of divine favor. I thought that I had disappointed some cosmic judge so badly that I was beyond help and beyond repair. I thought really that I was disposable. So when people told me that I needed to believe in a higher power greater than myself, I thought, great, here's another place that I'm going to fail, another standard that I'm not going to be able to meet. But here's the truth that I didn't know yet. That it wasn't me who was broken. It was the idea of God that had been handed to me. You see, nobody told me that I could rethink. Nobody told me that I didn't have to have a God that looked like religion or punishment or somebody keeping score like Santa Claus. I wasn't taught that that the higher power, and that this power and presence could be kind or patient or loving or so even personal. And I wasn't empowered to discover a presence that felt like love instead of something that I needed to fear. And then someone said something that changed my life. What if your higher power is not out there? What if there's an essence inside of you, within you, something that's been trying to reach you this whole time? I got to tell you, I felt this warmth, and it wasn't something that I have felt in a long time, especially as it related to God, to higher power. And it wasn't a lightning bolt, and it wasn't angels singing. It was just a warmth and this tiny yes. And that's what came to believe is really about. It's not believing in their God. It's not pretending. It's not forcing anything. It's about becoming willing to imagine that maybe, just maybe, there's a power and presence in the universe that you can use for your good. Now that makes turning my will and my life over to the care of a higher power a heck of a lot easier, because it's not about surrendering to some deity, but it's about letting yourself stop fighting everything alone. It's about choosing to trust the idea that there's a loving power and presence that is intelligent and steady that you can lean on, even if you don't understand it yet. And if you are where I was, which was confused and skeptical and angry and allergic to religion, and it's okay because you don't have to believe it all. You don't have to even trust it all today. Just ask yourself this question. What qualities would you want in a higher power that loves me? What qualities do I want in a higher power that loves me? And I'm not talking about perfection or holiness or rules, but I'm talking about qualities like love and compassion and patience and understanding and kindness and strength and humor, softness, steadiness. Now, You can create your own definition. You can build a higher power that you can actually live with, and that doesn't shame you or punish you or keep you outside of the circle. Because here's what I learned, and here's what I'm still learning. This presence, this spirit, this essence, this higher power is not out there somewhere granting favors. It's actually this love that lives inside of you and that you live inside of. It's the breath in your lungs. It's the spark of your heart. It's that thing that enlivens you. It's that whisper in your internal ear that says, baby, you're worth it. Don't give up now. You see, you were never disposable and you were never outside of love, and you've already and have always been held by a power far greater than you know. So as you let yourself imagine that, everything in recovery will begin to open. And it opens to this grand and glorious place. There is a power and a presence in this universe that I can use for my good and for my recovery. And I think I'll use it, and I'll let it use me for good. This has been a regular show of A Spiritual Remedy. Again, my name is Sunshine Daye, and if you'd like more resources, please visit us at vidaslc.org. There, you can send me a confidential email where I would love to continue to provide spiritual support for you, the person in recovery. Until the next time, enjoy.